Alright, welcome back to High School Prodigies Have It Easy, Even in Another World. Anime Review, Episode number 6. We are here reviewing the last episode released for the series. And I'm like, yeah, there's still more story to tell here. Like, it's like, by the time I finished watching the last episode, I'm like, wow, it leaves it wide open for Season 2. Like, they got potential villains, got new characters pop up. I'm like, why wasn't there a Season 2 of this? I'll get to that. So, in these two episodes, well, we kind of follow with the Azure Brigade, where, yeah, they obviously have the statue, of course, when they find the statue later on. So, basically in episode 11, the whole thing is they don't trust the Azure Brigade because they're greedy. So they're working with another general who introduced in episode 11. He doesn't do anything. He shows up again briefly in the last episode, and he does nothing. He just is there to set a potential threat for the main characters, but hasn't happened yet because no Season 2. And so we introduce this advisor to take on the 7 luminaries, because, of course, they're considered a threat. And the fact that of course, like, I heard you had to ally them. It's like, yeah, that was because we had to take on Gustav. Because of how much of a terrible person he was by making his subjects suffer. And the general's like, that's fine. But he considered the crush on him. Of course, Gustav basically shows up separate his subjects. And then we're reduced to the advisor, who apparently can call upon Gustav's heaven's fire. And then we find in the next episode who the heck this guy is. And we're like, really? Well, we'll get to that. So, by the way, throughout the entirety of episode 11, the rest of the luminaries don't do a lot per se. Yeah, they're just prepping for the last episode. That's really basically. So, my name is John. So, then of course, because she dare ally with one of the 7 luminaries, basically, it's like, yeah, she's here. And, of course, like, oh, yeah, basically the counter trained her. Oh, yeah, he's dead because this guy killed him. And like, oh, yeah, we're going to kill you. And the guy's like, because she's very beautiful, like, hey, we can't just kill us. Let's step away from her. He's like, sure, no problem. And they just rip off her armor. And it's almost like it's like the way this is set up here, it's like they were going to rape her. Yes, rape her on top of this castle. Luckily enough, Shinobu shows up, take out 2 guys, and thanks to her using a stun gun, and of course also John's sword, which was the Count's sword because she basically got it from him, and they beat the guy, and then they go to the basement where they discover, oh yeah, there's the Emperor's statue, the one was made, and it was partially removed, and then the Count brings down, actually this marquee here, this Count brings down the advisor. And it's like, oh yeah, like, talk about how bad Gustav is. And, of course, that's apparently all because he dared to face this statue. It's revealed that this advisor is Gustav himself. And you're like, how? The man had chandelier dropped on him, and he blew himself up. Well, the court mage revived him. It planted him with a magic stone, and he proceeds to eviscerate the headquarters of the Azure Brigade. And apparently someone got away because apparently, like, yeah, the person running it basically is never this person. So then, of course, like, and then the place is destroyed by a freaking missile, presumably killing Gustav once again, but he shows up again later on at a rally. So, pretty much basically this particular rally, of course, you have basically Takatsuka basically proclaimed, yes, we need to break away from the Empire, become a republic, and all about fending for themselves, and everyone's very happy with this, and then Gustav shows up, and this is the first time Takatsuka's seen him, because he's never seen him before. He's heard about him, but he's never seen him before. And so Shinobu and Aoi basically try to take him on, and they actually do, like, break part. They damage the crystal. Aoi breaks the crystal, damage the crystal with her sword. It's katana which breaks. Then the Takatsuka takes out his handgun, shoots the thing, breaks it, and then this is obviously setting up for season 2, which hasn't happened yet. I'll get some more of that soon. It's like, oh yeah, you can't do this because it works, and eventually he dies. And then we see an elf woman named Kagura with these two people, and this is something else. Obviously setting up a season 2. And everyone's like, oh, they're powerful, and of course, then it goes, oh, we'll do the Elder Republic, and that's it. The best way you can describe these 2 episodes are, it's like we're laying the groundwork for a potential season 2, given the fact the light novel series ended like not long after. It's like within like a month, the last novel was released. Now, it's like we leave so much of open here. Like, we use all these new characters. It's like there's a lot here to set up a season 2. But hasn't happened for some weird reason. And I'm not going to ask the voice actors about it. I'm going to talk to one of them about it because I'm going to see her in a couple weeks at Comic-Con. And that's Erica Hatchler. Yeah, and I believe she's the voice of Ringo. I'm going to ask her about it because I'm sure she might remember this series because her character was, well, yeah, but she's the only one now. I can't ask Billy Kemetz about it because he passed away. I don't know about Kira Buckland. What about Erica Martinez? I don't think she's going to be at Comic-Con that I can think of. Also, Connie basically tries to... she basically forcibly converts these 3 crooked doctors who try to use opium on patients. And what they call miracle are basically antibodies. And she's going to make more and alleviate the pain. And yeah, basically all those minds were basically a saw. And apparently they were much more nicer now. You're like, okay, interesting. But that's just something brief that happens in episode 9. But all in all, this series is fantastic. It's an amazing series. And it is a shame we did not get a season 2 of this. I mean, that's what I think, though. Like, I finished watching the season. I'm like, why wasn't there season 2 of this? Was it because no one cared? I don't know. But, like, there's so much story here. Though I have heard some people were not fan with some of the cuts of it, but it was fine. I thought the series was really good. It needs that season 2, but who knows at this point? It's not like it's been like a couple years. It's been 7 years since the show ended. 7 years. Actually, no. It's been no. 7 years since the first episode aired. The last episode aired a little over 6 years ago. Yeah, it's like 6 years. Well, the final episode of Dub was released basically 6 years ago. Yeah. But this was, like I said, really good. Of course, I'm also going to see another one, Io. I'm going to see her voice actress, Animite Orlando in August. So if I might ask about this one, maybe she does remember this one. I'm not sure. But yeah, there's not much to say about this. I feel like it's really good. So that's pretty much it for today's video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up is reincarnated as a dragon hatchling. Yep, as next match watching anime, well, it's going to be one basically that I wanted to do for quite a while since I first heard about this one, okay? Next video. Bye.